What's one family secret you were never supposed to find out? I was 17 when I found out I had a twin brother who was actually living in our basement. My whole life, my parents told me I was born alone. They had pictures of just me as a baby, talked about how I was their miracle child, the whole thing. But I always felt like something was missing, like there was supposed to be someone else there. Growing up, I'd catch my parents having these weird, whispered conversations that would stop the moment I walked into a room. My mom would sometimes accidentally set 2 plates at dinner, then quickly put one away with this embarrassed look. Dad would buy duplicate Christmas presents, by mistake, and return one the next day. I thought they were just quirky until last month when everything changed. I was doing laundry in the basement when I heard footsteps upstairs. Heavy footsteps, like someone my size walking around. My parents were at work, so I grabbed a baseball bat and crept up to investigate. The footsteps stopped the second I reached the top of the stairs. I searched the whole house. Nothing. Every room, every closet, even the attic. But in the kitchen, there was a second plate in the sink that wasn't there before. Still warm, with crumbs from the sandwich I'd made myself an hour earlier. This started happening every few days. Extra dishes appearing, food missing from the fridge, my clothes randomly showing up clean and folded when I never washed them. Once, I came home to find my homework completed in handwriting that looked almost exactly like mine, but slightly different. I thought I was losing my mind. I started leaving little traps, a hair across my bedroom door, coins arranged in specific patterns on my desk. Every time I came home, the traps were disturbed but reset almost perfectly. Finally, I installed a hidden camera in the living room using my phone. What I captured made my blood run cold. The footage showed someone who looked exactly like me walking around our house. Same height, same build, same face, but his hair was longer and he moved differently, more carefully, like he was trying not to make noise. He knew exactly where everything was, moving through our home like he'd lived there his whole life. In the video, he sat in my dad's chair and ate a sandwich while watching television. He even laughed at the same jokes I would have laughed at. But there was something different about his laugh, quieter, more careful. I watched him go to the fridge and pull out ingredients for another sandwich. He made it exactly the way I like them, down to cutting off the crusts. Then he went downstairs to the basement, to a part I'd never really explored. That night, I confronted my parents. I showed them the video on my phone, and my mom broke down crying immediately. Dad just sat there with his head in his hands. Turns out my twin brother Danny had severe autism, and they'd been hiding him in a converted basement room since we were kids. They'd built him a whole living space down there. Bedroom, bathroom, even a small kitchen. They were scared people would judge them. Scared of the responsibility. Scared of ruining my normal life. For 17 years, my brother had been living like a ghost in our own house. He'd been watching me grow up through the heating vents, learning to copy my mannerisms, taking care of me in small ways I never noticed. Every time I thought I'd lost something, he'd clean it and put it back. When I was sick, he'd leave medicine by my bed. My parents said he was obsessed with me, that he'd cry if he couldn't see me for too long. They thought they were protecting both of us, but they were just scared. When I finally met him face to face, he was sitting on a bed in this fully furnished basement room I never knew existed. The walls were covered with drawings. All of me. Me playing soccer, me doing homework, me sleeping. He'd been documenting my entire life from the shadows. The first thing he said was, "I've been waiting my whole life to have a brother." He knew everything about me. My favorite foods, my fears, my dreams. He'd been living vicariously through me, and I'd been living completely unaware that my other half was right there the whole time. Now I'm trying to figure out how to have a relationship with someone who's been watching me my entire life, while also dealing with the fact that my parents lied to me about the most fundamental thing possible, that I had a twin brother. The weirdest part? I finally feel complete for the first time in my life.